I'm Melissa.
Hi, I'm Jillian.
Hi, I'm David.
And together we're DISventures. I have several medical conditions that limit my mobility. I call myself an ambulatory wheelchair user. I use a wheelchair or a mobility scooter anytime I'm outside the house in order to get around. I like to say that we're a disability lifestyle and travel.
We do videos on theme parks, cruise ships, and other places that we visit.
So come with us on our next adventure. I am talking today about my last day at Universal Studios in Florida when I went for my training. And we started off actually in Universal Studios that day. And my friend who was with me wanted to get some more shots of the dragon breathing fire, which is super cool. I do have to admit that. The best parts, in my opinion, of Universal Studios in Orlando is the Harry Potter world. Like, it's very much reminiscent of how Disney does their parks, where it's very themed. Everywhere you look, everything is themed to that world.
Because Universal stole Disney Imagineers.
They didn't steal them. They just paid them more.
Yeah, that's called stealing.
So, it's really themed well, I do have to say. All the window displays are like what you see in the movies. Of course, and everything in the movies is based on what you see in the books and experience in the books. The dragon does breathe fire about every 15 minutes, and it is an awesome experience to watch. So make sure if you go to Universal Studios, you wait and watch for the dragon to breathe fire. We did it from a couple of different locations to get some different angles on it. Again, it's super cool. We also went down Nocturne Alley, and we got to see some people playing with their wands, with the doing the spells, and how the spells do different things at different points. So, like, if you get one of the interactive wands from Universal Studios, you can find these points where you can make different things happen in windows or in other displays. Also, it was pretty quiet back there, and there wasn't a lot of people, and there were empty benches. So if you ever need like a quiet, out of the sun place to sit, Nocturne Alley is probably a pretty good bet. From what I could see, there wasn't a ton of people down there. It's not a very big space, so if there is a lot of people, it could get overwhelming quick. But when we were there wasn't like a ton of people down there. And that's where Borgin & Burke's is, and it really seems so much like it's described. I didn't actually go in Borgin & Burke's. Most of the stores are kind of small. I did go in the sweet shop, and it was very tight. And so with the mobility scooter, I didn't really want to go in any of the other stores because it is, again, very, very small, very tight spaces. And I didn't really want to have to try and fight with it since I can't stand or walk for very long or very far. They do have a family restroom back there where the restrooms are, which is out that way a little bit, which is nice with the mobility scooter to go in a family restroom versus a regular restroom. Not quite designed as well as Disney's, but still, it's pretty nice. I found family restrooms in Universal Studios, but not so many in Islands of Adventure, so I did like that aspect of Universal Studios. This was a quick morning. It was our checkout day and our flight home. I don't normally like to go into the parks on my flight home days because it creates too much for me to do, but my flight was later in the day and I wanted to eat and still do a few things. We did try to go to Volcano Bay, but it was closed that morning because of how cold it was, so we didn't end up getting to go into Volcano Bay. But we did go have lunch at the Leaky Cauldron, and again, very themed inside. Well, makes you think like you're actually there. The food was okay. I got to try the hot butter beer, and that at this point is my favorite. I've tried the hot and the frozen, not the cold. That's my next one to try. But the hot right now is my favorite. It's very creamy, it is very sweet. But I like the consistency, the texture better with the hot than I did with the frozen. My friend got the duo of pies. I got the bangers and mash. Everything tasted well, but it was theme park food, and it wasn't super great theme park food. We got to see the night bus. Happy Valentine's Day!
Just talking about his love life.
Oh yeah, not the one red. Why would you bring that up? Oh, I get it.
We got to ride the Hogwarts Express again, which I have to say that I really like the Hogwarts Express. We were kind of running out of time, so we didn't get to do a whole lot. We did get to see like one of the fountains that talks to people and stuff. That was really cool. I got to get a picture with one of the adult raptors, which is so much fun. I got a picture with Optimus Prime, which, again, that was so much fun. And this was Valentine's Day, so there was a lot of Happy Valentine's Day to people, which I really like to try to acknowledge stuff like that, especially when people are working. I had brought some Valentine's candies that I was giving out to employees or teammates at Universal Studios, wishing them a happy Valentine's Day. I know people find that really nice to be acknowledged, especially like when they're working. I get Valentine's Day, it's a minor holiday, but it's still like you're just trying to express that you're thankful for them and them being there. So this was the adult raptor, and it was Bravo. I was so hoping for Blue, but it was Bravo, and it was a great experience.
We don't. She's very springy. She's very springy. She's bouncing around. Very good. Go, go, go. Run, Prance, run! Well done. They're fast. They're fast in France.
We also, on our way out, got to see Olive Oil and Popeye and Betty Boop. I grew up watching all of these older cartoons from the 50s. Now, admittedly, they were reruns when I was growing up. But I grew up watching all of these great cartoons. Popeye and Betty Boop. And I loved Betty Boop as a kid. I didn't focus on, the sexualization of the character or anything like that. I just thought she was pretty and sweet, and I didn't think of any of that stuff, but I really loved it. And then, of course, we had to run. We were running late when we finally did leave. We had to run for a bus to get back to the resort so we could meet our ride headed to the airport. It was a really great day, even though I don't tend to do parks on days that I'm leaving, but I made it. I made my flight. I got home and all was well. It was a really great trip. I had a lot of fun. I proved I could do it by myself, which was amazing to me. With all my disabilities, that I could make it without help, aka David and Jillian. And I just had such a fun trip by myself. Will I do it again? I don't know. But thank you so much for watching our videos. And if you can hit that like and subscribe for us, that would be great. We're trying to get to our next goal of 700 subscribers right now. And as always, have a magical day.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video or go live.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Pinterest.
You can support us on our Patreon. We have tiers starting at $1 per month.
Thank you for all your support. If you want to see more, click the video in your right-hand corner.